of New South Wales, the Honourable Gladys Berejiklian MP, Her Excellency Mavramati, Head of the Cyprus High Commission in Australia, Mr. Kailan Mikhaelian, the Republic of Artsakh's representative to Australia, the Honourable Jason Falinsky, Member of the Federal Parliament of Australia, Guest of Honour, the Honourable Peter Collins, QCAM, former Opposition Leader of New South Wales, the Honourable Walt Secord, MLC Shadow Minister for Health and Arts, representing the Leader of the New South Wales Opposition, Mr. Luke Foley MP, our host, Mr. Jonathan O'Day MP, Chair of the New South Wales Armenia-Australia Parliamentary Friendship Group, the Honourable Rob Stokes MP, New South Wales Minister of Education, the Honourable Victor Dominello, New South Wales Minister for Finance, Services and Property, the Honourable Thomas George MP, Deputy Speaker in the Legislative Assembly, Mr. Andrew Fraser, MP, Assistant Speaker in the Legislative Assembly, the Honourable Natasha McLaren-Jones, MLC, Government Whip in the Legislative Council, Ms. Anna Watson, MP, Deputy Opposition Whip in the Legislative Assembly, Reverend the Honourable Fred Nile, MLC, Dr. Hugh McDermott, MP, the Honourable Natalie Ward, MLC, the Honourable John Graham, MLC, the Honourable John Ajaka, MLC, Mr. Mark Taylor, MP, Mr. Austin Evans, MP, Mr. John Honing, MP, Mr. Steve Camper, MP, Mr. Mark Courray, MP, the Honourable Paul Green, MLC, the Honourable Dr. Peter Phelps, MLC, the Honourable David Clark, MLC, Mr. Michael Photius, former New South Wales MP, Ms. Amanda Fazio, former New South Wales MLC, His Grace Bishop Haigazun Najarian, Primate of the Armenian Apostolic Church of Australia and New Zealand, Monsignor Father Basil Susanyan of the Armenian Catholic Church, Reverend Krikor Gumsharkyan of the Armenian Evangelical Missionary Association of Australia, Mrs. Henriette Andreasyan, Advisor to the Republic of Armenia's Minister of Diaspora, Dr. Stepan Kirkasharian, New South Wales Cemeteries and Crematorium Board, Councillor Sarkis Yadelian, City of Ryde, Mr. Nathan Moran, CEO of the Metropolitan Local Aboriginal Land Council, Mr. Peter Wertheim, Executive Director of the Executive Council of Australian Jewry, Mr. John Kennedy, Chairman of the United Indian Association, Mr. Michaelis Christodoulou, President of the Cypriot Federation of Australia and New Zealand, Mr. Hermes Shahen, Deputy Secretary-General of the Assyrian Universal Alliance, Mr. David David, President of the Assyrian Australian National Federation, Ms. Mary Shaloub and Mr. Amir Salem, Chairperson and Board Member of the Arab Council of Australia, distinguished representatives of the following Armenian-Australian organisations: ARF Tashnak Tsuchun, Social Democratic Henchagyan Party, Armenian General Benevolent Union, Armenian Relief Society, Hamaskayan Cultural and Educational Society, Hormanatmen Sporting and Scouting Society, the Armenian Youth Federation of Australia, Galston College, the Armenian Resource Centre, Armenia Media Incorporated, Armenian Missionary Association of Australia, Armenian National Committee of Australia, partners and advisors, visiting Lebanese Armenian philanthropist Mr. Nar Khachadurian, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Armenian National Committee of Australia, I would like to thank you all for joining us on this evening of thanks and recognition. An evening where the Armenian-Australian community has come together in a united voice to acknowledge the first legislative body in Australia that 20 years ago recognised the Armenian Genocide. We are here to thank the pioneering New South Wales Parliament. Since that historic motion in 1997, we have seen the New South Wales Parliament continue to stand on the side of truth and justice by erecting a Khachkar monument in this very building's Peace Garden in memory of the 1.5 million victims of the Armenian Genocide and all genocides. We have seen this same Parliament pass a further motion recognising that Greeks and Assyrians also suffered during the 1915 Armenian Genocide committed by the Ottoman government. This same Parliament remains the only Australian legislative body to have recognised the right to self-determination of the Armenians of the Republic of Artsakh.